Welcome to day 3 of A Very Sheedy Christmas. Today I'm joined by my two closest lovers.
Yes.
Would you like to introduce yourself, gentlemen?
I'm Luke.
I'm Luke.
I wonder if the audience could guess from what you're wearing what we watched. As I'm sure you may have guessed from the multiple props and costumes we have on set today, we watched the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yes.
One of the worst pieces of media in pop culture, I'd say.
Have you seen The Last Jedi?
I genuinely, when I was watching it, I was actually thinking, I don't think this is as bad as The Last Jedi. Like,
Yeah.
It's worse made, but it's less upsetting.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
I'd rather watch that than The Last Jedi 100 times over.
Exactly. And you said that it was surprising that this got Luke right when The Last Jedi didn't.
Yeah, that was more Luke than The Last Jedi ever will have.
Starring Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker.
Even with the
Oh,
weird
God.
hair.
He looked, firstly, bright orange. Like, he looked to be the
They had
same
to cover
colour
all
as
the blood.
I know.
Exactly, he literally just got out of a car
He
crash.
was in a car crash.
Yeah.
George Lucas found him.
Studio. They made the best of it. That was just like the smashed up
Put it in
wreckage of the
orange.
car. With the
all
Yeah,
that
yeah, with the
smoke.
smoke.
Yeah.
That was his engine.
That wasn't an X-Wing.
They stuffed the dead body of the car he crashed into R2.
Oh shit! That's
And
why it says R2.
that's why it says
as
R2.
because they can't. He's still in there. Even in episode 7. That's why he's deactivated. The guy's dead. Just sat in there.
Oh, what do we do?
What
He's
do we
still
do?
there.
He's still in there. Just decrepit and rotting.
I think he'd have rotted by now.
It's just like flies. How decomposed
Well, you
do
wouldn't
you
be
get?
40, it's 40 years ago. You'd just be bones.
How
right?
deep-
You would. I
Even-
think it's bones after like 20 years or something.
But it all starts with shitting yourself though after you die.
It does.
That's where it all starts.
Sometimes I shit myself before I die.
How do you know when you're gonna die?
No, but like
Well,
any
any
time.
time. before you
Any
die.
time is shitting myself
Right.
before I die, really. So the movie,
Yes.
or special, I suppose. There's a bit of a
TV
variety
special.
show, TV special.
Yeah.
What do you think the first thing was that stood out to you as being a bit off?
There wasn't
No
a
crawl.
proper crawl. It was just like
Well, it's a
flat.
Star Wars story.
Yeah, it was flat on the screen and it was bright white. I guess like it's not a Christmas special; it's a holiday special. But that's the first thing. It was just matte white text, Starfield, Christmas special, and all the fading faces in.
Lumpy.
I love
The
it.
first
like
thing
a-
that bothered me is that we didn't get to watch the Hulk or Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, starring Linda Carter, and Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby, will return at their regular times next Friday evening on most of these stations.
For me, it was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Was the wrong font and the wrong colour.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
white, really skinny text.
You can tell it was a budget TV production.
But does it take extra budget to make it blue?
I don't know, because surely they could just use it from A New Hope,
just take, yeah.
right?
I don't know why they didn't.
Maybe because it wasn't in 4:3.
But then they
Maybe
use
that would have
footage
cost them more.
of
That's
the
true.
other stuff.
B-roll from all the New Hope, the Falcon shots of
Yeah.
like targeting computer shots as they're approaching Kashyyyk. Is it? I want to say Kazoo.
Kazoo?
Kazuki.
They live on Kazook, yeah.
Kazook. Yeah, not Kashyyyk. They live on Kazook.
I suppose that could make sense if you go with the Empire occupy Kashyyyk and they still have like the Wookiee camps and all that.
Mm.
But
Could just be
I feel
like,
like they didn't think that far.
Maybe
because the
George-
Empire's racist, it's like an intentional mispronunciation to show their ignorance.
Ah.
So the audience knows, oh, that's Kashyyyk, and then you know that.
You'd only
he's
know
a
that
bad
it was
guy.
Kashyyyk
Yeah.
though from the prequels. Maybe.
Well, George Lucas, it's all cyclical. It's poetry and it rhymes. So he probably did plan for that.
I liked my realization halfway through that in Solo, they just say Chewie's family were enslaved. I want to know how far after this is after their enslavement.
Oh my
They
God.
got like PTSD.
10
or...
days.
10 days.
10 days. That's
It's been a week.
Yeah, they broke him out
A week
10 days
ago, they are enslaved.
I mean, Marla is cooking in just like a bucket.
Yeah, she
She's
is.
used to these conditions.
I think we need to talk about Lumpy.
Oh,
There was a moment at the start, Lumpy being Chewie's son, there was a moment at the start where I think Lumpy was gonna do something pretty serious.
I wish he did throw himself over the edge.
I wish he did, but he also took his whole family with him.
He's just like so annoying. You know those planes with fans in the back, and you'd stick them to the ceiling, and they go round and round. He sounded like one of those. It's like
they all sound like garbage disposals if you've just thrown a bunch of raw meat into the sink.
The simpler Star Wars is, and the less that they explain, the better it is.
Well, I don't know. I'm just hoping that in Rise of Skywalker,
Yes,
that there is exclusively politics.
of course. It's just a court battle. The entire thing.
Exactly. I want to see the story of a piece of legislation being passed from like a local area, and it's just about like a parking ticket or something.
It's just a park. Luke parked his speeder, and it's like before Episode 4.
It's about who does the fine pass on to. Now he forced himself dead.
Well, Leia is dead / not dead. Han's gone.
Oh yeah. Jeez.
Rey or Ben.
That's how Rey finds out that Luke was her father. She gets the bill for his parking ticket.
Oh yeah, from like 40 years ago.
Luke in this, I think, was pretty off as well. He was.
It's like pantomime acting, wasn't it? You could tell something was off when just in the way the dialogue was spoken.
His brains had just been scrambled.
I suppose they had.
You know,
Is that an excuse
Vader,
for looking
Vader
dead
at the end of New
camera?
Hope. Oh,
Oh,
he just
yeah.
did that in his car. Just barrel rolled into the studio, tumbled out,
He was still they put him in costume and shoved him next to an X-wing.
spray orange.
It was.
Whoa, something isn't right with this. He says at one point.
Do you think
Something seems wrong here.
Do you think the brain damage was at a point where he genuinely thought he was still like either filming A New Hope or he was just Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
It was to a point where he just couldn't tell the difference anymore, so he just did it.
There's different, like,
Words.
what's the word for it?
You look stupid.
I wish I could call you and force you to pick up. Just so you can hear me just yelling at you.
The Empire does these like broadcast
Yeah.
systems that override whatever else you're watching.
Oh, but the way
And
that it's
they're
done.
watching a broadcast. I didn't assume it was live, but they're watching the broadcast of Tatooine because the Empire's like, this is
Yeah.
to make you feel better about your like lives because it's so awful here on Tatooine. But then it's just like this guy being creepy with the bartender.
He comes up behind her, grabs her.
He's so in love
Oh
because
my
she
God.
said, what was it? It was 6 words. See you soon. I'll be right here. See you soon. I'll be waiting for you or something like that.
In this broadcast, this like edited multi-camera angle
Yeah,
broadcast
yeah.
of this Tatooine bar, in like the current time, there's another broadcast about how they're shutting down bars because they
Yes.
watch that in Kazoo,
Yeah.
and then she reacts to that in the special, so it's live.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
they're
God!
just
There's
broadcasting
just like
live.
stormtroopers behind cameras.
Multiple
It's
storms.
just like
And then they carry on filming as she sings, and she just sings. Like,
Yeah.
she
that's just
does that
Tatooine.
It's
on the
just-
fly.
It's just Tatooine.
It's
you
the
know.
biggest hive of scum and villainy and improv musicals.
And improv musicals, sure.
Put that under the tagline. But I think that was the most Star Warsy like off-cut scene that there was. That was like consistently Star Wars. There was the weird like cartoony bit they did with Han, who was apparently like Brock from Pokemon, where his eyes never open unless you force them to. Luke had like massive lips, and Han's face was like stretched, thin. It's like, what were they going for?
That was my favourite bit, I will say.
The cartoon.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
quite good, but nothing happened.
The cantina scene was probably the best offshoot that they had in terms of here's the story, now here's some mid-roll story.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like a collection of short stories that like happened on Life Day. Some of them involve the main characters, and some of them don't.
You thinking about a Love Actually kind of
Yeah.
way?
Yeah, like an anthology almost.
So
So
you could call it
it's-
Life Act.
Have a lovely holiday season, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
Ah!
Wonder Woman, starring Linda Carter, and Incredible Hulk, starring Bill Bixby, will return at their regular times next Friday evening on most of these stations.